Alright, I don't even know how to start with this video because there's so much to talk about. As you guys know, there is supposed to be a 1.0 update that is coming soon that has a lot of people concerned about not only the stuff that is to come within the available due date that we have been giving, as well as the servers. For those of you who follow closely in the DOD and have been keeping updated with everything, we have not received any update as of to servers changing up until this past week. For those of you who don't know what happened, basically Jow put out that PvP servers are getting a change up and basically forcing any clan that is above 200 maximum players to go play CVC or create more than one clan on PvP, which is crap, to say the least. Our opinions have been heard, thankfully, in the last 3 days of arguing with not only each other, but PvP as well. We have tried to find compromises, and frankly, there's only one or none, in my personal opinion, as well as others, that will work out for the server called CVC. CVC is clan versus clan. Everything is exactly how PvP was for Legacy, which is you don't bite each other if you're in group or hurt each other or anything like that. But there is solo player immunity. Yay! What does that mean? That means any player who is not in clan can fly, grow, do whatever the heck they want, except for nesting, eldering, and that is it. But they can travel the map, they can do whatever they want, they can bug clans, pick up patches, shoot people up off the ground. If you guys haven't seen that, that is a glitch. Even my clan has done it to admins who are just sitting peacefully at a tree, and even though they can't be damaged, there's a glitch where if you shoot a certain area on their dragon, they can stand up, ergo preventing this whole log out situation to leave and join clan and stuff like that. This can be exploited in so many ways. We've already discussed this in our chat. For you guys who are not knowledgeable of what I am talking about, if you guys go to feedback and suggestions in the Discord for official DOD, which I will link in the description below, there is multiple chats about CVC needing to be changed to benefit large clans instead of protecting solo players. Reason being is because there is already a solo PvP server. There is no clans allowed to be on there. But group damage is off, which means they don't attack each other in group. Why would you have that on if it is for solo players? It makes no sense. It's just, hey, I'm going to give these 10 players, because that's the group cap, 10 players to get on this server and just take over their whole server without being in clan. That doesn't make any sense with me. And then you have PvP, the same stuff, where it is group damage, so clans of 200, no more, no less, or technically less if you have a lesser clan, but a lot of the people that are going to be on the servers are going to be very large clans until CVC is fixed, or more servers are added and stuff like that. There's a whole group discussion going on. But the most frustrating thing for us is we didn't think anything was changing with these servers until the last 2 weeks. He dropped this on us about, I want to say 4 days ago now. I'm going to be posting this on February 6th, so probably 5 days ago now. It's super frustrating when you get told in the beginning of the year, oh, we're just doing this, and these are the servers you guys are getting, which was going to be 3 PvP servers, a CVC servers, and like 10 PvE servers / DVE servers, which is more than enough for these PvE players. And there's even a role-playing one, which I think is really freaking cool too, and I'm happy for them because you get to name your own dragon something cool. That's great. That's something neat. And then you have the PvEers who are getting treated like the favorite child on the side, who are getting all of the AI, soon to be portals for the fantasy mode that's coming out. From my knowledge as of right now, PvP isn't getting the Sandslayer worm. They're not getting any new AI. And so all of these guys are getting are the new map and a new dragon. Technically 2 new dragons, but the problem with the second one is you have to be a Kickstarter in order to even have access to it, and then you have to know a Kickstarter to even get nested in by it. I think the smart thing would have been to do another Kickstarter to further progress this game quicker, as well as hire maybe more people to get it moving along, and have another Kickstarter for the 1.0. That would have been my personal opinion, because as a lot of you know, we had our lead developer, Zhao, he is working on this all by himself. I confirmed that with him this last week and asked him what was the holdup, what's going on, like, are you the reason why this is all being held behind? And I give respect to the man, he admitted it, said everybody is literally waiting on me. I just have to put it in the game. That is exactly what he said in voice channel when we were talking to him, because everybody was so upset with the stuff that is not coming out till the end of April. It's being released in increments, but the end of April is the last given deadline he has given us for everything that was supposed to be coming out on February 17th. So you can see where frustrations come from. But I digress. So when we have the PvE players essentially getting absolutely everything and more that they could ask for, and PvP players are getting close to nothing as much as the PvE players are getting, as well as how many servers they're getting, which is ridiculous, we kind of feel like we're getting kicked in the butt. And, you know, they hear our opinions and stuff like that, and they do. They took into the fact that solo players want to have their own PvP server, which is great. Do I think it's going to be used a lot? Not really. I think there's going to be max like maybe 30 people on that server, because everybody is so indulgent in the clan culture. That is such a big thing, which is what I'm hoping the PvP servers become, because that is what the clan cap is for 200 members in a clan. So that way clans that are very large, like my own, do not take over servers like that, which I think is an absolutely great idea. The only problem is, again, CVC has the solo player immunity, which makes absolutely no sense for a clan server. If you're going to have that on anything, I think it should be on a PvP server so they can chill and hang out, and it's not going to be as competitive. For clan versus clan, it literally says clan versus clan. It is a warfare server. It is a cut and dry, hey, you hop on this server, there's these big clans that are going to not only want to kill you, but are going to be very, very, very tight-knit, as well as large numbers. So why you would give immunity to small players as well as to use for exploiting doesn't make any sense for me. I myself am going to be playing on the CVC server so I can get all of these things fixed, as well as possibly even adding more servers, because God, we have like, I want to say anywhere between 6 to 8 very, very large clans. And if CVC does get fixed, I'm going to be completely honest, we're going to need more than one server if this is going to run good. It is going to be at max capacity if we have all these clans on that same server. As well as we might want to break from each other as well, and I think having 2 separate, servers would be great for, I guess, digesting. The 1.0 is being released still on February 17th. Everything looks great. It looks fantastic. Zhao thankfully dropped some new ASD skins that we are going to be able to use, which are the metallic versions, which gold players, essentially Patreons, can use if you're LT200, which they look absolutely fantastic. And I am so excited to use my black and gold when I get it. So I will be maining that skin for sure when it comes out. In the long run, yes, we are going to be waiting on more so late April. In chunks in between, we will be getting stuff, but not all at once. And as I said before, the main reason is because Zhao does not have the money for another developer on the team, as well as he doesn't want to deal with training a new one and or fixing his or her problems that they would have on the team, which I completely understand and respect. It's just a matter of, I guess, as a recommendation, he didn't plan to get sick or injured, so I'm not blaming him whatsoever. Just if you're going to announce something, make sure that you own up to it before the last couple weeks of release. Patreons, we all know that obviously stuff was still being worked on. People have lots of questions as of to what was he doing for the past 7 months after it was announced, because he only lost 3 months of progress to the whole thing, which you kind of have to wonder, why was he still working on stuff last minute if it's going to cause another 3 months laid back. But I personally think he was working up until he got, if you guys don't know, he got kicked in the chest by a horse, which my cousin actually died from partially the same reason. So I'm happy he's okay. Horses are scary. They're big, scary dragons, but they're babies too, so I completely understand. He got 3 months pushed back, and that is essentially what we were waiting for the rest of the updates, because it's February, March, April. So 3 months in time, essentially, is what we're waiting for. But the real big, I guess, stick in the mud is how PvP players are getting treated in specifically the DOT official Discord. I noticed it, and I'm surprised I'm not even getting a lecture from the admins and or moderators. I know I have sometimes because I curse like a crazy person because given my background, it slips and I don't even notice it. I even have to ask sometimes, like, where did I cuss? Where did I say this? Because I don't even know when or where I did it, so... But there has been some screenshots sent my way about mods kind of being a little bit meticulous in the things that people are saying in chat and not even meaning any malice behind it. But I didn't know we were hiring grandpas that don't stay up to date with the lingo nowadays to give people warnings and even bans from the Discord because of it. Do I agree with what everybody said in the discussion that was going on? Absolutely not. I don't. I think some people are way out of line. I think some people are very accusing in PvE players of how they can snap their fingers pretty much essentially and get whatever they want. I don't think that's true. I think that, do they have a voice in what's going on with PvP? Maybe. I'm not going to say yes, because as I told them, we don't speak upon what's happening with PvE other than we're jealous because they're getting everything, to where PvP, again, like I said, isn't getting anything that they are getting. So the whole argument that was happening is, well, they have immunity for PvE players, so that way they can come and test out clans and see if they want to join one and stuff like that. To which the argument for that is, if you guys don't know, there's actually a whole section for clans hiring and or recruiting members. My clan included, who is a newbie friendly and experience friendly clan that is hiring and taking in anyone. As like I said, we'll be on the CVC server basically as the testers pretty much. I will be there to help and guide and teach whoever as long as I have the time, because I will still be dedicating at least 3/4 of my time to Hound, because it is going to take a while to upstat and how this new upstat is working, which I cannot reveal. So, but I wanted to get all this off my chest because I know a lot of people are upset with how things are turning out for PvP wise. And I can't say I don't blame them, because again, we didn't get any of this forewarning about what was happening until literally 2 weeks before release, which is kind of crap, because I mean, it's kind of like getting a pop quiz right before the test. You know, like it's kind of like, oh, really? Like, are you serious? Like, can't we just, you know, fix this and not do it? Obviously, they all have their reasons behind everything, which, like I said, PvP would be great. The PvP servers, which is only 2 of them, by the way, that are actually clan servers and 1 solo, would be great for small clans. CVC, as Zhao has said in his announcement, is made for big clans. I think once it is fixed, maybe even adding another one just to suffice all the clans, I think will be great for clan life, for large clan life. As I've told everybody else, and you guys saw in my last video, clan fighting in clan comms and clan life in general is not for the faint of heart. I know I even have gotten yelled at here and there for crap I've done, and that's just how clan life is. You yell at each other, you joke with each other, you correct each other, you go about your way of life. But you can't have soft heart in order to be in these big clans. Small clans, because you're not being as overly competitive, as well as other problems. You don't really have that toxicity, I will say, within the server, let alone the community. And so I say with warning, more so, if you're going to get into clan life, I would say start small and grow big if you're still in that competitive era. if you get into a big clan right away, you basically get thrown into the wolves. I mean, we have new members even in Hound who kind of get overwhelmed sometimes with all the comms that are happening because they're not used to it. And that's just how PvP is. Like I said, if you don't start small and you get thrown into something big right away, you're going to be lost in the sauce unless somebody takes you aside, which is usually the TCs and or clan leaders' jobs, and sometimes even clanmates themselves if they're feeling up to it. I hope everything comes out on the correct deadlines that he's put out, and I hope to see this game flourish into the future, but I know a lot of the PvP player-wise are not happy with how everything is turning out, and are even saying that they're not wanting to install the game again after 1.0 comes out until everything is fixed. So I would love to see people come back at this game with a new fire passion, and that is the reason why I'm staying on it, is because I would like to see it improve, and I really do like this game, and I would like to see CVC become what I can see as its true potential and become a war zone that it is. And to home all the big clans so the small clans can flourish on the PvP servers. But I just had to get that off my chest and let everybody know that yes, we might go at each other's throats here and there, but at the end of the day, we're all kind of hoping for the same things, and we're all kind of hoping that we can help out each other sometimes here and there. We might talk smack to each other. Regardless, we're still kind of pushing towards the same goal, which is new dragons, more fun, new AI, new mechanics, stuff like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed my little chit chat with you guys, and hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and we will see you guys next time. Peace out. I know a lot of the mods, and maybe even some of the admins, I'm not 100% sure, aren't too fond of my personality because I'm very cut and dry, very upfront and blunt, very honest about my opinions. I don't pick sides because I think picking sides is a load of crap, and I think everybody should give their honest opinions no matter the backlash or praise you get, as long as you're true to yourself and true to what you feel, in not a malice way, I guess. So like not being overly like rude, overzealous, or like super nice so you can get praise and stuff. I think that's how any creator should be. So that is why I mainly did this video, is because I like to give my honest opinions and honest insight into everything, I guess, is a way of saying it. So that way both pictures are kind of seen, because I'm not hating on anybody when I talk about this stuff. I think both sides have good points. I just think it needs to be adjusted in a way that can benefit both parties without making one suffer more, which in this case is PvP right now.